All right, so to remind ourselves where we left off with our lovely game, you had seen the nautical, almost crustacean-like ship of these interplanal gnome-like versions of mind flayer telephoids lift off and begin to take off. And in the process of heading back to Dugan's Hole, the snow erupted, and a bullet that was being held captive and had escaped in the crash put you in pursuit. You wisely decided to piece the fuck out and bounce and took off, managing to get enough distance between you and it that it lost interest in pursuing you. And I think that's just about where we left off, yeah?
Yeah.
So you guys were making your way back. The roughly 20 miles or so back to Dugan's Hole, and you had basically just started.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, so how are you guys heading back? You are now reforming into your
Modus operandi.
So remind me again. That's
It's Mr. Kaz is going to take the hot seat of the sled of doom because he doesn't have any snowshoes.
okay. So Kaz, are you going to take over driving?
Well, remember we discussed that, and you're like, I guess I could.
I don't know if it'll be able to hold everything, but like.
Oh, you're pretty big.
Yeah, I'm like over 300 pounds plus equipment.
No, I think we determined that it can because we got the Uber dog.
You do have the. Yeah. So the you guys that you have four
dogs.
You have 4 dogs now. I thought.
Yeah,
and two of them are
really good.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're able to pull. Yeah, you with just Winzira and you on there. Yeah. Your big loafy self. Oh, we just lost David. So he's back.
Yep, sorry about that.
No, that's the nature of the beast. Okay, so you guys begin to make your way back. Who's kind of leading the pack? Go ahead and give me a survival roll.
Yeah, me and David or Filbert usually kind of pick up.
You pick up a new
Well,
person.
he usually goes a little bit ahead but I cast light, so I mean, I can just assist him. I don't know.
Right, let's get lost. It's an 8.
So, but wait, I'm assisting you. Doesn't that give you advantage?
You can't really assist with this.
Oh.
You know, how would you?
You could have.
You know, you're providing some light, but so I would say that you get to roll 2 instead of rolling with advantage.
Okay.
You both get to roll.
Okay. 18.
Okay. So Thea, with her,
Well, I think it was
thanking
'cause I'm really-
Lathander for helping to provide the light, which she's able to point out all of the mistakes that you start to make, Philbert. She guides you back a couple times towards some landmarks that you might have missed, and you're able to keep the general right direction for the first hour of travel, and you're able to make it nearly 2.5 miles in the first hour. As you do start to do, though, notice that the winds are starting to pick up.
And I realized I accidentally rolled my nature and not my survival. So actually, that would be
21.
21. But yeah, that's my bad. The sun's like literally in my eye right now. So it's going down though. Good.
She said.
Sun's getting real low. As you begin your second hour of travel, the dogs are definitely working a little bit harder than they have been. And you do notice that they're not moving quite as quickly in the second hour. But the wind and the kind of the heavy oppressive feeling, you guys recognize that a blizzard is moving in very quickly. You are now kind of going to get caught in the semi-open, not too many trees in this area where you are right now. Some rock cover, but the visibility is starting to drop, so that even your light seems to kind of be getting harder and harder to see. And by the end of your second hour, you guys are now full into a full-on blizzard.
Great.
Got what, like another 2 hours left?
If it was good weather.
You have. No. You have not gone. Give me a survival, actually. Well, you wouldn't know because you've never been to into the city, into Dugan's Hole. So somebody else give me a survival. Let's see how well you feel about.
13.
At least you keep guidance on yourself.
Yeah.
Just be like, Lathander, help me. And then you can just add 4 to whatever you roll. Add a d4 to whatever you roll.
That's pretty much it. But 13 is still good enough. You're able to get a good sense of it. And if I can actually find the map, I could tell you exactly how far you've come.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
David's
man.
restarting his Discord.
Well, he's saying what you're sounding robotic, which you sound robotic to us a little bit too,
Here and there.
here and there. So I don't think it's his Discord.
I think it's just Discord.
Well, it could be me, too.
Yeah.
I'll kind of pause and do a little refresh on my... I did the release and renew.
Brat.
You probably, Thea, you know that you've probably gone maybe a third of the way.
Okay. Crap.
We try to find a spot to hunker down until the weather clears.
You don't think there's any spots around?
Didn't last time you do a little tunnel?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to build a a lean-to with snow essentially, and just huddle up in the sled. But we gotta cover up the dogs, so we gotta kind of build like a half igloo thingy.
Don't forget about my ginormous elk.
Oh, that's
Is
right.
it
You're,
still-
He
you,
can-
s- you still have that elk with you, don't you?
Yes.
I think he'll be all right. Little creature.
Can the elk dig us a little hole? Or a giant hole, I guess it would be.
Yeah. He'd struggle with the little hole.
And then he can block part of the wind because he's so big.
Well, and you have the giant. You have the weasel, the rat,
The giant elk.
and the giant elk, right?
Mhm.
Where are you going? Trying to poke the kitty. Come on, kitty. He's your kitty. Oh, he's your kitty. Kitty. Where you go? Don't go away.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
So I guess we're gonna try to hunker in, build like a embankment, I guess, out of some of the snow to try to cover us up some, so we can hunker down with the dogs.
Okay. Is the idea to try to just right out in the open, and just kind of burrow in? Is that what the kind of?
Well, did you say there was some like rock cover or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a-
Yeah, you can see a little bit. I think you guys could, try to spend a little time looking for some shelter and then building upon it.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me a nature check? No, actually, this is the truth of survival. Actually, whoever's kind of
Alexander, please give me your guidance.
okay.
And
D4.
D4. I'm getting there.
Well,
16.
Yeah, Thea, you using a little bit of the, probably the light that you're giving off. It's giving you a little bit of an advantage as well. So you're able to kind of work your way through with your axe beak, and you find some larger outcroppings above the snow of some rock, and you're able to kind of guide everyone to the leeward side of the rock face.
Come on, guys, let's get over here. Winzira, tell that elk to do some digging.
Okay.
Filbert, if you could get the tents all kind of situated and some blankets, and gotta get them dogs in. And the axe speaks. Big person. Help move snow.
need anything broken?
No, we don't
Break
need
stuff.
anything broken.
I can break stuff.
Opposite of breaking, it's a blizzard.
No, we'll try to get like some sort of temporary shelter set up for ourselves.
Okay, Mr. Elk. Time to build a snowball.
Do you want to build a snowball?
I think the next level, my cleric would have gotten me on one signing pipe. Kind of like boom. In the dome.
All right. How do we want to do this? Thea and Filbert, roll me a perception at disadvantage.
Ooh,
16.
9.
That's all right. Your halfling with his uncanny ability there of rolling well with disadvantage. So you both, with your very high passive perception in general, think you kind of hear something. But with the wind howling now, and your visibility is now cut down to only 30 feet, you're not quite sure. So you both kind of pause and you kind of turn your heads a little bit, maybe cupping your ear. Thea doesn't. He must have been a trick of the wind. And you go back to doing whatever it is that you were doing. Filbert, though, having a little bit more of a better beat on it, maybe being a little bit lower to the ground and the wind not affecting him as much. You hear the crunching of and it what almost sounds like kind of low voices. You can't quite make it out, but it over the wind you can kind of hear the sound of moving. And as you do, at the very edges of the light that you see, you can that of Winzir is Thea is providing. You see movement. And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
What?
That's why I suggested last week for us to do a short rest.
Where? When the shark was fucking chasing us?
The shark had already left. The shark had already left. Already gone.
Oh. We're gonna rest in the middle of a blizzard.
Oh, it wasn't a blizzard then.
Wait, you didn't click on your character.
Doing it.
What was your initiative? I could have added it in.
Yes. 4. Look at all that high initiative we rolled.
I know, right?
Man.
I did.
Ever in our favor.
Well, so
I mean-
the three of you are surprised by this, but Filbert, you are not. So you actually also have the highest initiative. So actually get to respond first. Let me set the stage a little bit better here, since I didn't do a very good job of that. So as you see coming into the edges of the light, as you turn and you focus on the sounds that you hear, what you see is you see a kind of a larger, possibly, most likely human. However, you are immediately struck by the black splotches on its uncovered head. Whole parts of the hair on the side of its head where the skin is turned black, and you recognize right away the ravages of frostbite that are affecting him. The clothing that they're wearing, that he's wearing, is in desperate need of repairs. You see rents in it. You can actually still almost the bluish kind of skin of exposed skin in this ridiculously cold and life-threatening blizzard that's going on. He seems to be ignoring it and not even responding to the obvious ravages of the cold on his body.
Okay. Five, 10. I will scoot to over there. I will like to try to hide behind Thea,
Okay.
because that's what halflings do.
All right. Bonus action hide.
stealth.
Go ahead and roll it.
17.
Okay.
And I will hold my action to shoot my bow if these things come after us aggressively.
Okay. So I'm gonna just remind everybody because we haven't had a blizzard reaction in a while. Because of the and you would definitely know this, but because of the blizzard, you guys your perception has been reduced to 30 feet. So I've actually adjusted that already on your character. So you even with your dark vision and long light, you're only able
Yep.
to see
Here you go.
30 feet right now. But all of any so you have disadvantage on perception checks that rely on hearing, which is why you had to roll at disadvantage. The wind will extinguish any open flame, disperse fog, erase tracks in snow, and make flying of non-magical means impossible. I thought it also gave disadvantage on things, but I don't see that, so maybe it doesn't. Okay. However, any creature that is concentrating on a spell in a blizzard must succeed a DC 10 con saving throw at the end of their turn or lose concentration on the spell unless the creature is sheltered against the elements. That's the only one. But apparently your
Makes
bow will
sense.
be fine.
Okay.
And actually, it's a force. It's yours is anyway. God, man, I gotta get some sleep. Your force bow would not be affected by that anyway. So.
But my light spell would be.
No, your light spell is fine
No?
because it's not a flame. That's why it's.
Well, it's
But it's concentration now.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's
No,
Yeah.
light is like a freebie.
yeah, it's evocation. Sorry.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd be, this game would be 20 times harder if that was the case.
Sorry. Brain
No,
fart.
you're good. Okay.
And
So-
I will let the others know that something's approaching
Okay.
from the south.
So you can go ahead and roll that because he's charging in with a growl and a.
Okay, straight up charge. All right. So with my hiding, does
get
that just
sneak.
give me a straight roll, or am I at advantage? Because
No,
vision.
it would give
is
you
affected
advantage.
or no?
Yep, you'd get advantage.
Okay.
Because you're hidden.
21,
Oh yeah.
and that would be 19 points of damage total.
Nice.
Booyah. He takes it in the chest, staggers kind of like a little bit to the side, but then shrugs it off and continues forward. Attacks at the force of the light. As he comes in, you can see that he's got kind of hide armor on. And with your passive perception even, you can clearly see that you're surprised. You cannot take a reaction on this one. Just so you know there. He's got, his eyes seem like madness. He's crazy eyes.
Sucks.
Oof.
I mean,
And crits.
yeah. And it's like I can see him.
Your back is turned. You were in the process of setting up a thing, and that's why you were surprised. Only one of you was aware. So.
If you didn't fail your perception check,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have been surprised.
Okay, lame.
But you take 11 points of damage. But I need you to make a Constitution save. As he swings, he swings this weapon at you, at your back. You don't see it coming, but you feel the bite of it as sharp blade, like a whip-like, several whip-like tendrils come out and hit you with protrusions on them and rake across, drawing blood. You start to feel them actually start to burn in your skin, but it passes, and you don't feel any lingering effects from the.
Ooh, 18.
Yeah, you succeed. He goes to with a back swing. Swings again at you, Thea. Hits again. This time he does 6 damage, and you got to roll the con save again. And then with a third swing, he's able to go and he sees Winzira. So you succeed.
16.
Yep, you succeed. And Winzira, he swings at you
No, thank you.
and crit fails. In his rage and he swings wide over the top of your head. God, guys, I apologize, man. I am struggling. I can't even give a good narrative here. I really apologize. All right.
So you guys know I am completely out of all spells. And now I'm half of my life.
You'll be fine.
2 more. Again, you see them coming out of the darkness and the howling snow, come charging forward. You see that one of them barely has any kind of coverings on his chest. Without a jacket, you can see the black rot of the setting in on his arms. Both of these seem to be holding javelins. You guys, the 3 of you haven't noticed them yet, but Filbert, you notice now that the javelins seem to be made of this black, long. The tips of which these javelins are these long, almost crystalline, black crystalline substance.
Ooh. Fancy. Okay.
Everyone else is surprised. They move forward, and it brings us back up to Filbert.
All right. This was the fellow I pinned before, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll bonus action steady aim, and I'll take a shot at him. 17.
Oh, yeah.
And that will be 24 points of damage total.
Damn. So once again, you guys see the light of Filbert's bow lights up as he looses this bolt of magical energy in the shape of an arrow, which streaks out, taking him square in the side of the head this time. And you can actually see some of that rotted, blackened skin actually shear off and kind of fly away in the wind. And you're pretty sure that you can actually see some of his skull.
Yeah.
Which causes him just to scream and out in actual rage. And he can't push past to get to you, though. So he's going to swing at Winzira this time in a rage.
No, thank you.
Unbelievable. With an 11 to misses you. With advantage. He does a second attack at you. 18 hit?
That one will hit.
For 4 bludgeoning, but I need you to make a con save.
Cool.
So as the he swings his flail at you, you duck the first one, but the second, the metal barbs of it catch you. You do notice that as it's coming in, that those barbs also seem to be made out of some kind of black metal or black crystalline metal. And as it bites you, you feel a burning in your neck as it spreads out, begins to move down your chest. You are poisoned until the end of your next turn.
It's next turn.
Yours.
Target must succeed or be poisoned until the end. Yeah, so it'll be your turn, Winzira.
Gotcha.
So, just give me just the freaking definition, man. You have disadvantage on your attacks and your ability checks while poisoned.
Yep.
And he does have a third attack, which he swings.
That hits.
16. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For 7 points of damage.
Okay.
That brings you up, Thea.
Channel Divinity.
Okay.
Do the Radiance of the Dawn. So that's what I'm going to click on. They need to make a Constitution saving throw. And it's 2d10 plus my cleric level on a failed save.
Yeah. That'll leave a mark.
Nice, max damage. So plus.
What's that?
What's
plus,
the DC?
Give me your spell DC, right?
Yeah, which is
14 or 15?
where's that at?
14.
14. And then plus my cleric level. So
It's 2d8 plus your You did
Please
10
do
plus
this.
your cleric level. So
Yeah, so
it's 16 plus 4, that's 20 damage.
20 damage.
DC 14.
DC 14.
14, yeah. So the first in front of you that struck you, you can see it. It's just searing into him, burning his flesh. The one here fails as well for 20. And third. Succeeds, so he takes 10, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And are 2 of them blinded? Is this the blinded
Yes.
one?
Yes. No, no, no. No, they're only blinded. On the, no, this is just radiant damage.
Okay, just radiant. Okay.
And it dispels any magical darkness, but this is only blizzard darkness.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
I'm going to cast guidance on the fighter.
Is guidance a bonus action? Because you used your action to do your Radiance of the Dawn, right?
Oh, it is one action. I'm so sorry. I thought that one was a bonus.
That's okay.
But my bad. I forget. I don't really have any bonus action in the game.
There aren't many cantrips other than yeah, there's very few cantrips that are bonus action.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh, then you get check about 2.
yeah, I can't really do anything. So I
You can
pull out
consume a potion, by the way, as a bonus action.
I don't have any.
Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to tease you on that one. Sorry.
I wish we had some potions of healing. That would be really great.
I have one I can pass to you.
Yeah, but that would be your action. So, now I'm just gonna pull out my sword and shield since I was caught unawares and digging like snow. I imagine I did not have my weapon out, so now I do.
You could. We're playing Critical Role rules, so you can actually administer it to somebody else as an action. Just FYI.
I can also free action drop it on the ground, and she can free action pick it up.
There is that. That is the ultimate gaming the system right there. But it is the truth. Okay. So the pink. Seriously, man? There it is. Okay. Sees this large elk and with a howl and scream of fury rushes forward and attacks it with this black-tipped javelin.
No, not Elky.
Better than you.
He only has 10 hit points.
Okay. So I forgot to hit because he screamed out in rage as he does so. It hits for 7 points of piercing damage. So he's still alive.
Here goes my escape.
And he goes to strike again. And 11 misses. Even though it says 17 on the die in front, I guess the other one knocked it over. That was really weird. And his third strike. Oh, but that was a
he's
crit.
super dead.
That was a crit. Okay. and with a kind of a sickly, he pops out of existence
No, Elky!
in a poof of gray like lint like fluff, poof, and gets dissipated on the howling wind of the blizzard you find yourself in. All right, but hey, could have been worse.
Still got the rat and the weasel.
All right, when Zira, it is your go.
I don't want to be here anymore. I'm gonna take out my rapier, and I'm gonna hope this works. Oh, I just want this thing away from me, actually. I just want to hit dissonant whispers on the guy in front of me. Go away.
Okay. Is it a wisdom save?
With DC 14.
Oh, sorry. 9, he fails. He didn't have advantage there. I forgot to take it off. So he fails.
Ooh, 13 points of psychic damage.
All right.
And if he's not dead, he runs away.
He does.
And then Thea and I get attacks of opportunity if we so choose.
You do. And I can tell you this, yours would normally be at disadvantage, but because he's raging, attacks against him are at advantage. So you roll normal.
Okay. No.
No, you tried to hit one of these open rents in his hide armor, but you're unable to, and it goes, it sticks into the hide, doesn't penetrate. No penetration. I see that. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, damn it.
No, wrong button. Did you roll on the crit one, right?
Yeah. But it didn't double it.
No, it's there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause
It's
that was-
1d6 plus 2.
Yeah, it rolled it.
What?
1d6 plus 2, if that's why you get the 7 plus the 6. So 13.
Oh, okay. 13 damage. Waka!
When does it move away? On its turn or immediately?
It's a immediate reaction.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And it's its entire movement. Yeah.
Entire movement.
Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Damn, these beasties have a lot of hit points, you guys.
Uh-huh. And then I'm gonna go. Excuse me.
Yeah. He's trying to. He's like, I'm too tired. I don't want to do this tonight. I'm just going to TPK the party.
Right.
You guys are level 4, man. These are
Yeah, with
as written.
It's-
therapy spells. Me at half hit points to begin with. half my abilities used up.
And as my bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell Mr. Weasel, get over here. That'll be it.
And he does. I'm gonna tell the giant rat to do anything?
I can only tell one creature.
Oh, gotcha. The rat, however, is not completely stupid. Well, it's not smart, but it has self-preservation. So it also would just try to get away. And hide with you in the rocks. Seeing that is a good idea. This one, seeing the large target with his rage, runs forward and decides to try to stab at the largest, biggest in his madness. Ugh, hang on. So 23 to hit, which obviously does hit. For 4 piercing. But as this blade, this black crystalline blade pierces you, you start to feel the burn. So give me a con save, which you succeed spectacularly.
18 con.
All right, so he goes at you again. Seven. And you do have to roll another con.
Yep.
Yep. And actually seeing Filbert's in range, he jabs you through, tries to jab you with third jab. Filbert. And lands one on you for 8 piercing. And you need to roll con save. Attacks on them, Kaz, are at advantage now.
Attacks on them have advantage?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, as a bonus action, I let out a large yell and I just start growing and growing, and I turn into a large creature. My size is large now.
Okay. That's awesome.
So I should be able to just like kind of scoot to where I'm like actually in range of both of these guys.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attack this guy first.
Cool.
And let's
I dig it. That's awesome.
advance.
I mean, you were a Goliath before.
Yeah, and now I'm like Mega Goliath.
Now you're 11 feet tall, I would say, right?
Something like that, yeah. I'm like 7 foot something normally. So, all right. Come on, give me a crit. No. All right. So, but as I hit him, my axe, runes on my axe start to glow. And a burst of flame blasts as it hits him. As my fire rune goes off.
Which you can't throw in there for some reason.
Well, no, there's...
It's under rune carver, but you didn't. Like separately.
All right, so...
Fire rune. It's at the bottom.
I know.
Scroll down.
I know, hold on. So it's going to be my normal damage plus, I think it's plus a d6 for my Giant's Might, and then plus 2d6 fire damage. And then he has to make a strength saving throw, DC 14. So,
Go on there so you can roll your regular damage.
oh yeah. Regular damage is 15 plus 1d6 might of Giant's Might, so that's 17 plus 2d6 fire. Another 10, so that's 25, yeah, 27 points of damage, with 10 of that being fire damage.
27?
Yeah, 10 of it being fire damage, and he has to make a DC 14 strength save or be restrained.
He is raging, so he gets his strength checks are at advantage.
And he makes it. Of course he makes it.
Well, he's raging. So,
Yeah. Well, he makes it on both rolls.
oh, well, there's that. So does it only strike him, or is there an area of effect on that?
No, it's just him.
Okay.
Too bad you don't have two.
I know it sucks. I don't have two attacks.
All these creatures we're fighting have multiple attacks, but we don't get 2 attacks.
I get 2 attacks next turn. Next level.
All right. Anything else? No, it's bonus action. You moved, you grew, you did a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And now you're massive.
Yep.
Cool. All right, Filbert.
All right, so free action. I am gonna drop. Well,
Well, I did everything.
I still gotta dig it out, so it's not really a free action. Would you consider that an action or a bonus action to dig it out of a pack?
Bonus.
Okay. So bonus action / free action. Get the potion out and kind of toss it at Thea's feet and give her a heads up that it's there. And then for my action,
The Kaz is looking pretty fucked up.
I'm going to use the stone that I have to summon the spirit of an orc warrior.
Cool. That has been a bit. Hang on, let me double check what the stat block I need for that.
It is the orc war chief.
Yeah, I know. But hang on. Oh man, I could have sworn I put GM notes in here specifically about that guy. Hang on, don't. There it is. Okay. Cool. That's awesome. And where does he come? Does it say?
It says within 30 feet of me.
So where do you want him?
Right there. And I'll tell him to attack those guys.
All right.
So
You
does
you
he just
should-
go after mine?
Yeah, he's on your initiative then.
Okay.
And you should have access to his character sheet if you double click on him.
Yep, I got him.
Cool. Have fun.
Cool. All right. All right, yeah, so he has a multi-attack, so I guess he will attack the red dot one. 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, baby. Because you get advantage, remember?
Oh, so yeah, let me see if I
Yeah, see if you
I
crit.
crit.
When you see the
Nope.
little toggle up on top of that, you can turn on for advantage.
Yep.
Cool.
So it's 16 slashing.
On the red dot, yeah?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, move him over.
It doesn't seem like
16.
the grid for some reason.
Yeah, it's like snapping to like the grid and not the boxes. Because my character was doing that too.
Yeah, it looks like everything's doing that.
The grid.
Just to let you know. I mean, it's not bothering me, but
Oh, you know why? I know why. I screwed something up. That would be DM error.
Here we go.
and 17 on the second attack.
Also hits. There. It's not perfect, but it's better. Sorry, guys. It's going to be a little bit off.
Hey, no.
Just go with it.
No problem. That's fine.
Oh, good.
And 21 slashing on that one.
Damn.
So 37 total on that fella.
Okay. The tides have turned.
Yep. And that's my turn. Yeah.
Okay. So this guy. Dissonant Whispers last only to the end of the turn, yeah?
It was just a one and done deal.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that clown's still here. Forgot.
All right. He's going to go after now the orc. I can't remember. 16?
16 hits. That is his armor class.
Okay. Roll a con save for him, too.
11.
So that fails. So he is poisoned.
Okay.
That hit. 5. And is that 16 hits? So yeah, he hit all 3 on that one.
Okay.
4, 5, so 10 more total on that.
So what are we looking at? 11,
I got
16,
it. I already did
21.
them. Yeah, I did them all for you. I forgot that you had control of that. So sorry.
Where does that show up?
If you click on him and then you get the little wheels above his head.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Duh. Didn't even see it. I was just looking at the character sheet. Thank you.
Yeah. It doesn't update on that character sheet.
Yep.
The stat block. All right. Cool.
All right. Cool.
Very cool. All right. So once again, something else took the brunt of the attack. Thea, you realize that you are no longer the one getting pummeled.
I'm gonna throw that potion to Kaz, and because he looks like he needs it. Is that a free action, or I'm
Yeah.
confused how this?
Sure.
Are we playing hot potato?
Well, he's drinking a lot more than we are, and surrounded by creatures.
Giant.
Yeah. I am going to. This is an action. So do that. So you attack. In front of me. Nothing else I can do. 11. Hold on. Let's re-roll that. 17.
So as you go to swing your mace, you miss. You realize that you're going missing on it, but suddenly a massive gust pushes your arm a little bit at the last minute, and instead of missing, it corrects you a little bit. And luckily enough, you connect with the side of his head, and you feel the sickening thump and wet skull of your mace connecting with the side of his head. Actually, you by the way, you forgot to roll at advantage, so save the luck, and you just naturally hit.
Right. So 6 points damage.
Okay.
And yeah. That's it.
All right. All right. Seeing this giant in front of him.
Wait, does he get to take the potion as a free action? I thought you said that.
Well,
Yeah, he will on his turn.
On my turn, I can grab the potion and then take it as a bonus action, I believe.
Correct.
I might be able to pick it up. Misses. Ah, they get 3 attacks? Jeez.
Yep.
Yeah.
Misses again.
You need to make a con save.
Lucky. Oh, crap. Well, 11.
All right, so you're still you're gonna still be poisoned.
I was never poisoned to begin with.
You're poisoned now. As the first tip of that javelin pierces into your shoulder, actually into your thigh, because you're up so damn high at this point. You feel it. First of all, it feels like it hurts more than it should. It did more damage to you than you would have expected from the blade that size. And then you begin to feel the burning moving up your throughout your leg and up into your body, and you kind of feel a little bit dizzy, and something's not quite right there. All right. Win Zero, you're up.
So that's the one that's been getting pummeled, right?
That's the one that you whispered to before. Yes.
Okay. Um,
Heals.
with what? I'm going to cast vicious mockery on him.
Don't you have healing word?
She does.
She does have
I
healing.
do, but I don't have a lot of slots, and I'd rather it happen if one of you goes down.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, healing word's not going to save you in the fight.
It's
It's
not.
going to save you after the fight.
Yeah.
Good point.
It's a D4 is not gonna
Nope.
Yeah.
do
Nope.
anything.
You are absolutely right. I just couldn't remember if you had it or not.
I do. So yes, vicious mockery
On which one?
on this one.
Okay. I'll give him a color here. I realize I didn't give him a color.
And I'll say, "You're so ugly, your mom abandoned you."
Oh. Damn.
And then
13.
fails.
He takes 4 points of mocking damage.
And he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
All right. So that cancels out his advantage.
And then I'm gonna be like, "I'm so sorry. I'm just under a lot of stress right now." As my bonus action, I will give my last bardic inspiration to Filbert. Don't die!
Thanks.
And then I'm going to move over here.
Okay. All right, so this berserker begins suddenly to yes, master, yes, we are doing it. We come. And just kind of stares off in this direction, almost seemingly to forget that he's in the middle of a fight. All right, Kaz. He
Could you
does.
repeat that? I'm sorry. I've got kobolds. Can you repeat that?
Like, what did the guy do?
He begins to kind of mutter into his and yell out, "Yes, master, we are doing as you say. Oh, mistress, yes, we do your bidding." And kind of trebles off in a kind of a muttering. You can kind of see spittle flying out of his mouth, and as he stares off away from the fight, and seemingly forgetting that everything around him is going on.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick up that healing potion and down it as my bonus action.
Hey.
So that's what is it? A D8 or D?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4. Yeah, 2d4. So 6, 7, 8.
8 points.
Okay. And then I'm gonna smack purple guy. Oh, it shouldn't be an advantage
Yeah, it
though.
should.
But
Yes, it is.
No.
Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, that's right, because you're at disadvantage because you're poisoned, but it doesn't matter. Your first 16 hits anyway.
So 4 plus a D6. Well, 8 plus a D6.
Right, because your fire is still going on, right?
No,
No,
it's because my giant's might. It's
Oh,
a
the
D6.
giant's might.
Yeah, 'cause it lasts for a minute, and then it adds a
So
D6.
the rune is only one attack then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Runes only attack. Unless they fail their strength save, then they're restrained, and then it's 2d6 every round, until they
Okay.
succeed.
Eris, you gotta close that door.
Nice.
Nice. 14.
14.
Thank you, baby.
So your great axe cleaves into his shoulder. And he just kind of looks at you and cackles and laughs. Spittle kind of flying all out of his mouth with crazy eyes staring up at you.
And that does it for my turn, and then my poison fades. Unless if he, all he has to do is hit twice and I'm down. So.
I know.
All right. I'm going to take a step back. And I will take a shot at the red dot one.
Okay.
Uh, 17 to hit
Yeah.
for 21 points of damage total. And that'll be it. I'll stay there. Then the war chief, he'll attack the one
Same
with the
one?
red dot as well. Yep.
Okay.
He's at disadvantage because he's
So it's just a straight roll.
poisoned. A straight roll. But we're flanking, so it's a +2. Is that what
Correct.
we were doing? Okay.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
23 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
18 slashing.
Damn.
Your music is
While it kind of slices across his back as he's facing away, not really paying attention to what's going on, you can see he's kind of staggering on his feet right now.
Oh, good. I'll attack him again. 21 to hit.
And that hits.
And 15 more slashing.
And with that last blow, he loops off the head. And muttering stops as he kind of drops to his knees and then falls forward, headless.
Okay. And then he'll step back to try to protect Thea. And poison's gone at the end of the round, right? So
Correct.
He's good. Okay. That's it.
Okay. Seeing the orc war chief just killed his compatriot, which he really doesn't care that much about, but he steps forward and attempts to attack him. Yeah, he would be at an advantage right now, so. 14 misses.
Nope.
Oh, that one hits though. So for 9 there, and he has to roll that con save. And misses with his third.
Con check's good. And it was 9 points of damage.
Yeah, you got it. Okay,
Yep.
I see an orc, and I'm like, okay, I gotta do that. I know you can do it. Yeah. So he flails away, only striking the once. And you can see the tears that kind of cause from these small protrusions seem to be a little bit bigger. It seems to be a bit more of a ferocious kind of attack than you would expect from a flail. All right, Thea. You are in this strange situation where an orc war chief is now defending you and taking the blunt of the blows. And even the brunt.
All right. Well, then I'm going
Big
to.
Bob Marley sticking out of his mouth.
Hold again.
I'm going to call on the disturbing side that has been bestowed on me by my father here. That I try to fight against, but every once in a while, I have to call upon desperate times of need.
When you're doing it on.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on that guy. So, spell save DC 14. If it's missing any of its hit points, it takes 1d12.
He fails.
So let me do 1d12, sorry. What the?
But there's an additional, right?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
It's just
No.
one.
It says instead.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's-
right. That's right.
Yeah. It's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Basically.
I got it. There's another knife. It's the other knife.
The fuck? Cool.
He looks around, slightly uneasy, hearing a bell.
Yeah.
Called a necrotic mosquito bite on his back.
You know, it's a little bit lost within these giant patches of, rotting frostbite that pepper his entire body.
Yeah.
About all you can.
I know.
How much you want 'em?
I mean, okay, here.
You don't have to move.
And there,
You don't have to. Say
it
it.
did something other than 1 hit point of damage.
Yeah, he's gonna keep going after the big giant target.
Yeah. Hey. There goes that potion. That hits. I'm going down. Yep. Unconscious. Big guy goes down. I don't think it shrinks me. It lasts a minute. It doesn't say that it goes away if I fall unconscious, and it's not a concentration or anything.
Yep.
I think it's just,
Thanks. Sorry, I shouldn't have assumed.
I double checked because I was like, I assumed I was going to go unconscious, so I was like, I read through it, and it doesn't say that it goes away if you go unconscious. So.
Yep.
So the orc, he takes 7. Is he already poisoned this round, or no?
No, he made the save before.
Yeah. So roll one more for.
Oh, now he is.
Now he is. All right.
And
All right,
7
Winzira.
piercing.
You hear a kind of a muffle and then a tremendous boof of a large, 12-foot tall, 480-pound something crash to the ground. Even
I
over the
see his
wind.
head. No. Okay. 5, 10. I'm gonna go here. That's my bonus action. I'm gonna cast Healing Word at second level because that's all I got. There you go. You're back up at 8 hit points.
Yay!
And then as my
11.
action, I'm gonna Vicious Mockery the green guy. Stop it!
That guy just doesn't like taking damage.
Who doesn't?
Sorry. 18.
Okay, he saves. He takes nothing. And then I'm gonna go hide back with my weasel again.
He's dead. Kaz. You now have 8 hit points.
And I will
11.
11.
Ha-
Rather.
It was 11 healing, yeah, for the higher level.
Oh, it's 11?
Yeah. 3 plus 8.
Oh, okay. So I will use half my movement to stand up, shake my head, and whack at green guy.
There was a TV show when my kids were really little called Roly Poly Oly, and they were little robots. And that was almost identical to what he used to say.
That'll hit.
It surely does.
For 8 points of damage.
Okay. You lop off a big chunk of this berserker's shoulder. He is looking exceedingly rough.
Actually, it's 14 points of damage.
Ooh. Another 6. Yeah, he's looking very tenuous. At best. Filbert.
All right. I will bonus action steady aim and take a shot at the green guy.
Okay. You know that he's already got advantage, right? You've already got advantage on him.
Okay, then I will not steady action, steady aim. I will
Okay.
just shoot.
Yeah, because he's raging, so you still have advantage on your attacks.
26
Oh yeah, baby.
and 24 points of damage.
Yeah, you see his entire chest cave in as that blast of force energy hits him. And he blasts him back. In fact, the body is hurled backwards almost 10 feet by the force of the blow.
Woo! Okay. And I'll just stay right there. Looks like, no, I'll move over 5 feet.
Okay.
And War Chief will go. Disadvantage, advantage, so straight roll.
Straight roll.
21 to hit. 15 slashing.
Damn.
14 to hit.
Sure does.
Cool. And 15 more slashing.
All right. Portions of the berserker lay in the snow. One arm barely able to hold on. He's now fighting with one arm, holding it on his crystal-tipped javelin. He's dead. So Thea.
Oh, glows in the dark. Give guidance to Kaz. Or
That only works for skill stuff.
Yeah.
It only helps with skill stuff.
oh, then never mind. I'm going to feel him rough, so I'm gonna pull on the bad sides of me again. And follow the dead. So make their save and then I'll roll the die. Alright. So I'm gonna do D12 because they've taken or D
They make the save. He made the save.
I know regardless it's still D12.
Yep.
Because they've taken damage.
Yep.
So 4.
Yeah, it's all or nothing.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
a
it is?
cantrip, so yeah, he does no damage if he makes a save.
That's it.
Okie dokie. Alright. He's going to size up and square up with the Orc Chief. Do 20. I'm sorry, 5. Another 5. Alright, hits with all 3 thrusts. For 17 points, and he's poisoned.
17 altogether, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm. The Orc Chief tank doing his job.
He is.
Yeah, or we would have been screwed.
All right, Winzira.
Uh,
There's gonna have to be some conversation about where this guy came from.
are they dead? No. Oh. Yep. Some vicious mockery. Yeah. Go die in a hole.
Fails.
There it is. Takes 4 and has disadvantage on his next attack.
Cool.
And I'm sorry, I'm sure you're nice people, but
But you ugly.
But die. Cool.
as my bonus action, I'll just tell the rat to get over here.
Okay. Kaz. Sometimes people ask, who hurt you? But you know. And he's before you. You're 14 feet tall and you have a great axe that's ridiculously big.
And it's gonna swim towards the end. Should do it.
So he may have put you down, but how do you want to put him down?
D6, so 17. So he's going down. I will just aim straight for like the clavicle area and try to come straight across his chest and try to split him open as wide as I can.
Yeah, and in a loud, sickening slop of wet nastiness, his entrails spill out and cover the area around him with nothing but guts and blood.
And at that,
and he drops at your feet. This javelin kind of falls to your feet.
I'll just drop to a knee and like just sit there breathing heavily.
Are they dead yet?
They're done.
Okay. I'm just gonna start digging a hole right where I'm at. I think we should take a break now, guys.
Yes.
Well, we have a bit of a blizzard coming through, so
I got 1.5. The last one.
All right, so currently one of these corpses and a orc war chief are standing in the area where you guys were kind of starting to build your structure.
I want one of them javelins.
All right, I will get up and just grab one under each arm of the dead guys. Well, first let's check them for anything, I guess.
Okay.
yeah, that
I
black
think we should
crystalline
take javelins.
stuff looks good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, whoever's checking them, give me an investigation.
I will assist whoever wants to check.
I say we are assisting the small one.
Whoever's got
Filbert still has his bardic inspiration if you need to.
There you go.
you should guide him.
Is that a 6 or an 8, Rebecca?
It's still a 6.
Rolled yet? So you can...
He just rolled.
No, he didn't. Oh yeah, he did. Right.
Oh wait, technically. Oh wait, you guys were assisting me,
Yes, that's advantage.
so
you
I
get-
can still re-roll that 1
Oh.
because that disadvantage die is a 1. So 15
Plus your investigation.
plus 3,
So 18.
22.
Yeah, it's you the what you noticed before with these the deprivation of the cold on these individuals is even worse than you had seen. As you kind of go to move the pat them down, looking for kind of any pouches or anything, you see that their armor has already been rent. That the cold has gotten in. They also seem rather emaciated, and what strikes you is well, actually, give me a medicine check if you would, Filbert.
I'm assisting with investigation. Can I assist him with medicine?
Not really.
Okay.
Not proficient.
It's kind
I
of a
am proficient.
follow-up. It's a follow-up to his investigation.
Okay. Oh.
He said no.
It's basically, I want to see if he's, while he's looking and he's going to see a lot of things, if it clicks anything in his head. So you wouldn't be in there to kind of,
with investigating, wouldn't we be there to? I don't understand how the assisting works then.
the action that you did was to assist him with the investigation. This is more of his internal dialogue. It's not really has to do with your. It's kind of a follow up onto if he notices a little piece of more that if it would make sense to him. Now he can mention it to you, and then you would, kind of. So now that you're back, Dave, give me just a real quick medicine check.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely do. So, you realizing that the kind of malnutrition and kind of the way that there's no, it seems like there's no way that the strength and resilience that they shown matches their physicality underneath this rented hide armor, and all of the actual the fact that many fingers are missing off of their fingers. How they were even able to hold on to their weapons and wield them so well, it strikes you is that there must have been something else going on with them. You do see that both of the two of them were wielding javelins, each with a 2-foot-long crystal spearhead, javelin head on them. The other were wielding a wicked-looking flail, the handle of which is made with some kind of dark or nearly blackened wood, and the crystal shards and barbs have been woven into braided leather cords to form the ends of the flail. One of the berserkers, the one actually holding the flail, you notice that as you're kind of noticing the fact that the other two are missing a lot of fingers, and this one is also, but on the one hand, he has all of his fingers, and it looks to be that there is some kind of ring made out of either some kind of crystal, but as you, with your ridiculous, your investigation was what, 23?
24, something like that. Yeah.
So looking closely at it, actually you think it might be made out of ice. And you can see that the ring on it has a tiny 6-pointed snowflake kind of etched into where a gem would normally be. And even though he's dead and whatnot, it just seems almost like it was made out of some kind of hardened crystal. But now you're looking at it closely, you think it's some kind of ice. But it's showing none of the deprivation, and his hand that it's on seems to be almost quite normal, and like the rest of his body.
Hey guys, look at this ring that I was trying to put in my pocket.
As you hand you've got the various things that you've taken off the body, and you slide this ring off. Even in the blowing in the snow, suddenly the the snow begins to swirl around you, and everything, as far as you can see out beyond, begins swirling quicker and quicker, whiting out everything that you can see. The wind begins to howl, and suddenly everything kind of goes all white. And you all feel a sense of falling and being stretched and then snap back. And as your eyes and the glare of this white begins to fade, you realize that you are in another place entirely.
Yeah.
And we can take a 5-minute break at that point as I set up the next scene for you.
Cool.
Just wanted to get a nap.
I'm just digging a hole. What did you guys do over there? I'll be right back.
Say hello to my world.
All right. So, as the swirling begins to dissipate and the brightness of the flash and the shock to your bodies of the teleportation that just occurred begins to dissipate, you find yourself on a kind of raised, elevated causeway, if you will, with significant drop-off to either side of you. From the light of still being given off by Thea and Winzira, you can see now with your dark vision, you immediately notice that the howling blizzard that you were just in does not seem to be present where your new location is. And while the ever-present wind and light snow is still falling, the viciousness of the blizzard that you were just in no longer is your reality. In front of you, you see a large cave opening into the solid rock face of a mountain slope. From the light of Thea's spell, you can see upwards a good 30, 35 feet to the edge of the light, and then that the mountain face is continuing above. You see a yawning drop-off on either side of this 20-foot causeway leading up to it. And behind you, you see the causeway extends a good 65 feet, Winzira, and maybe probably a little bit further, but with that being the extent of your dark vision, right? It's 60 feet, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have
And you can see just beyond the, with a squint that it continues on, back beyond the extent of your vision.
Did the sled and the dogs come with us? And the axe beats?
It's a good question.
It is a good question.
Mm-hmm. My hole's gone, guys.
Your what's gone?
I was digging a hole. What did you guys do?
Okay, gotcha.
Yes. They are there. The giant weasel is with you. The weasel and the giant rat are with you, as well as the orc war chief. He is also with you.
Okay. You have him for a couple more minutes.
And the dad.
Do I see anything out past her 60 foot or
What's yours?
120.
Oh, that's right. You got the super long dark vision. Yeah. Yes, you can. Sorry, John. I forgot. I got your. I thought that was the last guy.
It was, the last guy was 300.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you can see beyond about, say, 80 so feet, John. You can see that the causeway kind of it slopes downwards and it opens up onto kind of a slope that leads into more of a bowl, if you will, on the side of this mountain and leads down into it. This causeway seems to kind of string a gap and lead right up into this this cave.
So,
You can see that tracks in the snow with your vision, and as you're looking, you can see tracks that clearly indicate that something has been moving, has come and gone since the last blizzard. And that on either side of the causeway, there's a steep slope that drops about 20 feet into a snowy ravine below.
okay.
I would say, Filbert, with your passive perception, you can get a sense that there are at least 4 human-sized creatures have come and gone out of the cave. As you see 4 sets going in and 4 sets leaving.
Well, obviously, this cave seems to have some creatures coming in and out of it. Do you think we should go to the cave or the other way? Down into the bowl that's over there.
Well, I think you guys kind of need to, well, I myself too, need to rest up a little bit.
Definitely. So, do you think the cave would be best for that, or find something down in the bowl to?
I don't know. We're kind of exposed down in the ravine, and we don't know what we're walking into when we go into the cave.
Yeah.
Decisions.
Just I don't like either option.
What?
You want me to try to
I can't hear
scout
you.
the cave real quick? Just see if
Yeah.
there's anything obvious in the opening of the cave?
Sure. Might be a good idea.
But you don't see far in the dark, do you?
But my buddy over here does.
Come with you. I'm not
No,
so good
my
at sneaking, though.
no, the orc.
Oh,
The orc
yeah.
can come with me.
I forgot about
I don't
that
know
guy.
where you're not my buddy yet. Take it down a notch.
We just met, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you butted in on my
Uh-oh.
rescue mission.
Yeah, I mean, me and him can try and sneak up there and see if it seems like there's anything inside.
All right, give me just a sec. I realized that the scale of my map was wrong. I am just fixing all that right now. And I can show you what you're seeing. Far better. But right now you are all Goliath. You're all monstrous.
I mean, it only lasts a minute, so I don't know how long it's been.
Yeah, for a minute you're still probably as you go to start doing as they start to walk away, you start to shrink. You know, it's cold out there, shrinkage. Right now, filbert size, they is good. That's good. Kind of wind up back in your. Sorry about that, guys. I was like, why does that look so? All right. I can actually make this a little bit easier to visualize. Ugh, maybe not.
It's black,
I know.
and you
why?
see black,
You should-
black, black.
I don't understand why though. It's. Oh. Hang on. Maybe because I put you on the wrong map. Nope. It's still.
I see something
I see something.
in the bottom left corner.
That's what the
We're
problem is.
You're so tiny. Oh, all the dead people got teleported with us too?
Yep.
Cool.
Sweet. We have dinner for tonight.
No. Ugh.
Yep.
I
Little
gotta
bit of
change.
Old
I
Bay.
gotta fix one thing. Did you just say Old Bay?
A little bit of Old Bay on there, and you're good to go.
Let me just fix your. I had you wrong. Everybody's wrong because I just realized that they're down. Hang on, let me just fix your light source too. I had it set for the blizzard, but you're no longer in a blizzard.
Not gonna.
All right. And when 0, yours is 60, not 30 now.
I see y'all.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, Kaz,
Yep.
the opening that you see is up this way.
It is. Oh, hold on. She's got me zoomed way in. I can't see. It's up where?
Yeah, up there.
Okay, up there. Okay.
Looks like a sphincter. Like a poop chute.
Nice.
Sausage.
Roll perception for me from back there, Kaz.
That comes out your
Perception's
stomach.
not horrible. Well, 16.
David's had it with our nonsense tonight.
So
Yes.
you can see that there looks to be something, possibly some kind of construction or some kind of wooden something built up around the outside of this cave mouth, but you can't quite make out what it is from where you are.
Okay.
God, you guys.
And one other thing. As you look over the side of the edge, right around here, on the far cliff face,
Yeah.
you can spot an opening near the bottom of the ravine.
I'm gonna point that out. Be like, maybe this opening down here might be a better place for us to rest than, since there's obviously some sort of creatures coming in and out of the main entrance of this place. I'm gonna point it out.
Where is this place?
Don't know.
We were on the tundra, and now we're in where?
I don't know. The rogue pulled a ring and it just teleported us all here.
We
I
teleported.
did not.
We saw you. You tried to hide it, but we saw it.
I didn't see nothing. I was digging a
You were
hole.
Well, look how big of a hole you dug. Now we're like in the middle of nowhere.
You fell to the other side.
Wow. That's amazing. I'm amazing.
I'll say I don't know if any of you guys can see if there is an opening down here in the ravine.
So what? We can run into more monsters while I'm barely limping along?
Believe me, I don't want to run into anything else either, but we're out in the open right now. There's tracks going in and out of the main entrance up there into that giant cave. I think that's our best bet. Down in the ravine.
What do you think, Filbert?
How do you plan on getting back out of the ravine?
I've got rope and pitons. If we need to get out of the ravine, we can get out.
How do we get the dogs and the sled down and up the ravine?
You said that it goes down into like a bowl on the other side. If it doesn't seem like it goes down into the ravine, right?
The causeway?
Yeah, you said the other side of the causeway. Like when I looked past, like
If you
80
look
feet,
backwards, like off the map here, the other way
Yeah.
down the causeway, about 80
Yeah.
feet down, it kind of opens up into a kind of a bowl.
Okay.
That's the direction that the tracks went.
We go straight ahead, then drop down.
No, there's a big cavern up ahead.
But could we bring the sled in there?
We probably could. I'm just trying to not run into anything else right now.
Well, where are you saying to go then?
I will point in to this direction and say that there's an opening down there. Or, yeah, there. That direction. And say that there's an opening down there.
But we can take the sled this way, though, right?
Yeah, we can go into the cave that has the tracks leading to it, that coming out of it, that people are probably going to come back.
Okay, so what is your suggestion? That we leave the sled here?
I don't know. What I'm trying to figure out is could we try to find a place to try to hide them, or see if there's a way we can get them down?
I like Fluffers and Growly Man and Snarl Face and Uber. Thank you.
You named them?
Of course I did.
You never name your food.
They're not food.
Is that why you don't give us nicknames?
I don't know you well enough.
Wow.
Dave's having
David's
some
having a
issues
rough
tonight.
time.
Yeah. Well, I say we take the sled into the where we're going. I don't see any other option.
Well, we
You're
can look
super
around.
strong. You can carry him back out, right?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that I could.
Do you want to hide him under this scary face thing? Looks like a frozen dragon face. No, you stole my idea because I made you.
How about we look around and see if there's any easy way down into the ravine? Instead of standing here and bickering about it. See if there's a viable option
ahead.
going down there. Okay.
Just slide down. Whee! Butt slide.
Start looking around and see if there's any way of possibly getting the animals down into the ravine.
While the ravine is, not an easy descent, it looks like you could lower, if you were able to use some rope, you could probably lower it down. It's about 20 feet to the base of the ravine from the top of the causeway. You think if you just kind of push the sled over the edge, could take some damage.
Yeah.
So leave the sled here and take the dogs?
Sure. Might want to cover it up. Maybe we could hide her under that big dragon head thing.
I don't see a dragon head thing.
On the map, bottom left corner of the map.
Is that decoration?
That's just decoration on the map, guys. That's not an actual thing. That's the edge of the map.
Okay.
Like sickle igloo thing looking like a dragon head.
This right here?
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
a
that's just-
decoration of the edge of a map. That's not an actual on thing. That's the border of the map that was in the book that they made this from.
Are you that tired you're seeing things now?
That outcropping looks like a dragon! Look at it! Okay, look. If you look at it this way, I'm
Looks like
sure
a
if you were
giant
above,
fish.
it would look exactly like a dragon!
Have you ever seen a dragon?
So, is that what we want to do then? Do we want to leave it up here and try to figure out a way to get the animals down? Lower the animals down? Or
Sure. Certainly don't want to leave them tied to a sled in a strange land.
what you feel, but what do you think? Do you think we should try to get down into the ravine? There is a small opening down there. Might be I'm thinking it might be safer than the opening that has tracks leading to it. Filbert?
Hilbert's typing.
Oh,
Oh, he's having all kinds of Discord issues.
yeah.
Filbert's typing. He's typing, damn you.
He's scribbling.
Sounds like a good idea.
My dream.
So can we move the sled off to the side a little bit and kind of cover it with mounds of snow while we wait?
Yeah. Just give a dex check just to see how well you do with that, or performance if you so choose. Performance would also work.
Performance is always good.
So Winzira, while you guys were all kind of discussing all of that, with the help of the weasel, starts to dig and burrow like an animal herself, and starts throwing snow all up onto the sled. And as you guys have been looking and discussing behind you, she's actually started to
Interesting.
carve fanciful rock formations into the snow that she's just buried the dog sled in, making it blend in with the snowbank and the outcroppings around it.
Nice.
Nice.
All set.
She was so offended.
Oh, I cannot believe.
She likes it. She thinks it's. See? Yes. She likes the smell of John's butt. What?
So looking up at the mountain, it gives you an idea what you guys see.
Does Thea recognize this mountain range at all, considering that she knows this area pretty well?
Give a survival.
Nine.
You have never seen this area before, and you don't have any idea on the bearings of where you are.
Oh, me next, me next. I'm terrible with directions. Ignore that.
Okay.
Dice don't know I'm terrible with directions.
Yeah. You give a good long hard look, and you start to make some bearings, and you're looking at landmarks and whatnot. And you have never been anywhere like this before. You're pretty sure about it.
Guys, I know where we're at.
Where are we then?
Choco, we're not in Kansas anymore.
We're on a mountain.
Not wrong.
You hear that? Sounded like zombies were walking on our ceiling.
As opposed to like. I mean, how do you know they're zombies though?
We probably got rats in the attic again.
Rat zombies.
Was it more like a kind of a stuttering, shuffling kind of?
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back, guys.
Hooray! When Zero successfully covered the wagon.
So the question was, do you think we should try to bring the animals down in the ravine and go to the opening that I see down there, or should we go up where the tracks lead into the cave?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, maybe the ravine. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
All right, let's go.
I guess we'll try to lower the animals down into the ravine.
You can try to lower the animals down in the ravine. I'm puny.
Go ahead and give a. How are you going to lower them down? First of all.
Well, I've got a rope and pitons that I can use.
Yep. So go ahead and just give a strength check with advantage since you're going to use the rope and pitons.
What?
21.
And you have your capacity is if you're one larger, right?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah.
As a Goliath, yeah.
Yeah. So you are able the dogs, no problem, right? Easy peasy, they go down. The axe beaks, you actually have to grunt a little bit, and actually kind of put your back into it, using the pitons kind of as a pulley to kind of lever them down, being that they're kind of freaking out a little bit. Give an animal handling while you're doing it.
Seven.
Yeah, so one of the axe beak as they go down kind of starts to panic from the movement of it. And that one actually takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage as it kind of bangs against the side as it's struggling to get down. But you actually... What? You get him down. That one just a little bit. One gets a little bit banged up, but you get him down.
So, guess we'll start heading down the ravine then. I'll help anybody who thinks they might need help getting down there.
I'm just going to go.
Yeah. I want to slide down.
Maybe
Sounds
you
like a
should
fun idea.
Maybe you should borrow Thea's shield.
Can I?
Sure.
What could
What?
go wrong?
I'm gonna use a shield to slide down the ravine.
You have to get it back though.
Okay.
Otherwise, I could die a lot more frequently.
Whee!
Okay. Man, that was a lot of effort. All right. So, the animals are now down. The rest of the party is able to get down with the help of the rope and whatnot. No checks needed. You're able to bring everybody down. I'm assuming you're leaving the corpses where they were.
Yeah, but I wanted the javelin. Stop.
Yeah, we took all this. We took all the crystal stuff.
Yeah, I would throw them off the other side of the ravine before I came down. Just kick them over the other side, the opposite direction that we're coming in.
Okay.
That way they're not. And then kind of like try to cover up any aspect that we were there. Like any footprints, any tracks, the imprints of where the bodies were laying, stuff like that, before I go down.
Okay. So, Thea, you took one of the javelins? And anybody else? Who's got what?
I think Filbert said he took one of the flails.
I think there was only one.
There was one.
One flail.
Yeah, it's like one flail.
Yeah,
two
the flail and the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take one of the javelins, I guess.
Okay.
And Mickey, the The war chief would be gone by this point. I'm thinking. So it was only 10 minutes. So
Yeah. So as your guys are lowering this down, you see the war chief just kind of start to go translucent and wispy, and then seems to float away like smoke.
Meat trick.
All right, so
Do it again.
well, when we need them.
let's see if maybe let's go ahead and check out this little opening then.
Okay. What do I know about that opening then, huh? Yeah, so it looks to be a small, probably about 7 feet wide opening, but a good 7 feet tall in the middle. At the widest point, 8 feet. However, it's circular, so only in the center do you actually have 7 feet. The sides probably only come down to about 3 feet, and it's kind of oval shape. But it looks like it proceeds at an upward angle on the inside. Who is examining it?
Take a look, I guess.
Wait, what?
I'll take a look. Yeah.
Go ahead and if you guys give me a perception, please.
$13 and a 12.
Yeah. So as you guys both get close, you start to smell something, and you can get a strong sense of, even with the wind, even before you get up right to it, of rot, an excrement almost type of smell. And as you put your face in deeper in, it's definitely something foul is upwards. The angle is quite steep, and you can see Kaz, you can see with your extended vision, there is, and I'm not sure, is dark vision, you're colorblind with that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can see like the black, or something on it. You see it as black, but streaks further up, to the extent of what you can see from the angle, because it does kind of go up. You can see the beginnings of kind of streaks coming down from above.
And looking at the hole, does it look like it was like a creature burrowed and made the hole, or?
From what you can see, it looks to be mostly probably a natural, but it does seem that there is a smoothness to the walls that you're not exactly sure how it's caused. But I would say go ahead and give me a nature, since you asked specifically. Give me a nature.
I'm really good at that. Hey, I rolled good though. 18. At least I rolled well.
As you're looking at it, you can see that the opening that you're kind of at right here looks more natural, but up beyond, as you look up a little bit more, you start to see the telltale marks of kind of cuts and it looks like that this was this kind of whatever it is was hewn out of the rock.
Okay.
It doesn't look like, though, you don't get a sense of it that it was like dug through. It looks like tools were used to,
Okay.
but it was done roughly.
Okay. I will convey that then. It looks up ahead. It looks like somebody's opened up the cave.
So if we go this way, is that a dead end?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what we're in for past this mouth here. But I know that I am very tired. Do you think this would be a defensible position since it is a dead end? Perhaps we could tuck ourselves away.
I think we're kind of out in the open for anything traveling the causeway above. See us down here, out here like this.
So we should walk towards the rotting flesh smell.
Well,
Sounds safe.
I might have probably didn't give you the right impression. I apologize. So there is a natural kind of cave part to that. The what you're seeing is a kind of a hewn up is in the back of it. So it is 7 foot high, 8 foot wide, but it also goes about 8 foot deep into this cliff face. And what you're seeing was further in, and it looks like a rough hewn portion of it is what extends upwards at a steep angle.
So essentially, it's a lean-to of rock where I'm standing. Yeah? No?
No, he's talking about inside.
No, in the crevice on the side.
So,
That's what he was just describing.
natural cave part kind of like is a kind of like 8 foot deep, 8 foot wide, 7 foot tall hole, and then there's a hewn part up in the back.
Almost like a chimney
Yeah.
that extends upwards and backing up at a kind of a steep angle.
Okay. So I don't think there's anything in here. I think there might be stuff being dropped down that hole, though.
Lead on to our doom, I suppose. I'm just saying, if I don't get some rest soon, I'll be done for.
Do you
So
want
go
to check
ahead
it
and
out?
take a nap.
Do you want me to go in? Would you rather check it out, Filbert, or do you want me to go in and check it?
We can both go in.
Sure. Let's go.
Good luck. Don't die.
Me and Filbert will head into the hole. We're going to tag team that hole.
Mhm.
So the hole in the kind of the ceiling type of thing at the back of the cave?
Just going in to the actual cave part and then examine further. Yeah.
Yeah, the you don't see. It looks like a natural portion. Again, you're in there. There's snow covered on the ground because of it blowing in, but it is sheltered from the wind for the most part. As you guys get the smell towards the back of the cave is stronger. You can clearly tell that it's coming from this hewn out piece. As you're in there now a little bit, you can kind of see up further. Now that you're inside the cave, you can kind of see further up. You can see what looks to be pieces of something attached you know, to portions of the wall like they've gotten stuck.
Okay.
And again, the higher up it goes, there seems to be more densely. The black streaks seem to kind of be more prominent the higher up you can see.
Okay.
But it is at a pretty steep angle,
Okay.
but not straight up
All right.
by any means.
I think we'd be safe to rest in this part at least, and then check it out after resting the rest of the way.
Well, I think Thea and the dogs should at least get into the cave here.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
And when Zira is small, she can probably tuck in there too.
With the dogs.
The dags.
Dag.
With the dogs. Proper fuck, Tommy? Yeah, proper. Yeah, Turkish.
Digs.
All right, you're in there with the digs.
Yay, so warm in here.
All right, so inside the cave, what are you guys doing?
I think we're gonna set up to rest right
Yeah.
in the natural area.
Oh wait, did all our tent stuff come with us?
It's up in the causeway, buried under the snow.
Yep.
Yep. I got these fancy boots though, so I'm nice and toasty.
The dogs are nice and warm too.
Blankets are nice.
So,
we're
having grown up in 10 towns, you would know enough to be able to push snow and mostly cover the mouth of this cave, especially since it kind of gets narrow on either side, and be able to block most of the light. I'm sorry, most of the cave mouth, which greatly diminishes any of the wind blowing in. It has the unfortunate side effect of making the smell kind of gather a little bit denser. But after a few minutes or so, you kind of go nose deaf to it for the most part.
Smells like home.
Thea's like, you good? You good? You good? You good? All right, I'm out.
So who wants to do first watch?
Thea's already asleep.
I will.
Okay. Well, Silver, you want to do second or last watch?
I'll do second.
You'll pull up the rear then.
So you guys are taking a long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need it.
Desperately.
Okay. So when Thea goes to sleep, the light goes out. You guys okay with that? Are you doing anything for light sources? You just kind of chilling in the dark? Tell me a little bit about what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay in the dark.
Yep.
I mean, I'm going to be sleeping the first watch anyways, so that'll be when Zira, whatever.
Sarah can see.
I think she can see in the dark too.
Yep.
I can.
I'll just rely on my ears when I'm on watch.
All right, so who's taking the first?
I am.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, so when Zero, you kind of just are burrowed in with the dags, and keeping an eye out, and you don't. Actually, give me a perception.
So during my watch, I'd like to take out the gift that was given to me. And I can't make heads or tails of it, so I'm gonna try to do identify on it. It might be magical, maybe. I don't know. So I'm gonna use my last second level slot to cast identify.
Shit. Okay. That's a good question. Let's.
I'm like, I'm sure this will work.
No.
I mean, it's listed.
She only has
Oh, she's snuggling with her boy. She's looking at my foot because I.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
Actually, roll it with advantage because you're using identify.
Okie dokie.
So 18.
Yep.
So you cast identify on it, and while you don't get a strong sense of the type of magic it is, you do sense, you get a little bit of a sense of how the thing it seems to work. And you see that there's a couple switches on it, and there's some dials. And it just seems, with the help of the spell, that you intuitively seem to make one, to move one of the levers in a certain direction, and you turn one of the dials, and the device starts to begin to actually give off a bit of a glow. One of the crystals on it starts to begin to glow. But you can tell that you haven't figured it all the way out.
How dumb am I?
We're gonna have a repeat of the of the cottage.
I'm not doing anything right now. You guys got lucky. I'm gonna put it away for now.
Okay.
Over under.
Flashes of the last time I touched stuff still in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
And I'll pretend, and I'll go back to watching.
All right. Go ahead and give a roll of perception, just to see if
You have legs.
anything happens. Okay. Yeah, you don't. Nothing seems to kind of come anywhere that you can see out of either the front or the kind of the ceiling hole. You don't really hear anything. And the only thing you can smell is the smell of kind of dinner that's been left out a couple weeks too long. And you're not quite sure if it's good or bad.
Such a waste.
That's just the way she likes it.
Cool. All right, so who's on second watch?
You feel
That's me.
Wakey, wakey.
Eggs and bacon.
Are you going to do anything on your watch while you're awake, Filbert, or just kind of be diligent?
I'm gonna stare menacingly at the new guy in the cave while he's sleeping. No, I'm just gonna pay attention.
Kaz, roll a Constitution save for me to determine your level of snoring.
24.
Wow.
Filbert, you are absolutely amazed that something as large as that makes such little sound while he's sleeping. You've
It's
known
adorable.
you've known kittens that slept louder than this Goliath.
Interesting.
Go ahead and give me a perception.
$11.
All right. You also did not see anything, obviously, because it was pitch dark. But using your other senses and specifically listening, you didn't hear anything out of the ordinary other than the howling of the wind outside and a little bit of the airflow that flowed up into the chimney.
Cool.
And who's taking last watch?
That would be me.
He gets a wet willy to be woken up with.
What is that? What's in my ear?
It reminds
Oh.
me of my puppy going up and picking, fights with the cat who outweighs her by three times.
It's your turn to watch, sir.
All right, Kaz, what are you gonna do on your watch?
Try to peer as far as I can into the hewn part
Mm-hmm.
and discern what those things are that are stuck.
Go ahead and roll perception.
$14.
You rolled exactly your passive.
Mm-hmm.
You okay, bud?
As you stare up and you take this time to kind of really focus on it, it almost appears like you're seeing maybe remnants of a carcass, maybe some entrails, refuse that have like kind of stuck at certain rougher parts, and it looks like they're the same black color as these streaks. that are going down. At one point, you think you might have actually heard something, but you can't quite be sure if you imagined it or not. It could have just been the way that the wind's blowing through. And you give it a good 10 minutes, straining to hear it again, but you never hear it again. So you're not sure if you imagined it or not.
In that case, I'll just keep watching mostly that area, make sure nothing's coming down. And wait a couple hours and wake everyone up.
Okay. Very good. All right. You would all then have gotten the benefit of a long rest.
Hooray!
I'll wake Filbert up in the same manner he woke me up.
Thank you.
That how halflings wake people up or something?
Maybe.
It's a cultural thing.
Are we at dawn or in the evening or?
Oh, I know, I'm trying to remember. You have 4 first. That's what the number on the left is. The number on the left is. No, that's spell slots. What's the max spell slots for that level?
Cool.
All
So,
right.
Is it dawn, Mickey, or is it evening or midnight or early morning?
I don't think we know.
it's still dark.
Well, we're the blessing of Lithander. We get our 10 HP at dawn.
You do. It would be. Hang on. Not quite dawn yet.
Okay.
You guys made camp in pretty early. It was probably close to 6, 7 o'clock. 8 hours. Put you probably at. Currently, it's about 4 a.m.
Thing.
But we can
Alright,
say
so-
we can say that. Let's just make it easy and say that it was.
All right.
That you guys slept in a little bit longer.
Yeah. No, we don't have to worry about getting them
Yeah, exactly.
later.
Yeah, so you guys took a little bit longer than the 8 hours you necessarily needed.
We were tired.
Yeah, you were grumpy.
Figured I'd let them sleep in. She needed her beauty rest.
I need a lot of it.
All right, so should we try to see if we can move up this, or do you want to go up and go back out the go out and go back up the chasm?
I would like to investigate this spear that I have.
Javelin.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay.
Wow.
So it looks to be, it's a kind of fairly standard, if primitive, throwing javelin. It can be thrown or it can be used as a melee weapon. It has a 2-foot long shard of this crystal, this blackened crystal that has been lashed to it. It seems to be very quick and lively, however, in your hand.
Does it seem like the crystal is similar to maybe some of the black crystals that we've seen on other people that we've come across?
Well, not on the one that you found on Sarek, as you found that was kind of a different piece. But yes, it would be, very similar to ones that the amulet's been worn by other.
Listen. Friends. New friend. I do believe that we have been brought here by evil means. I think we may be in the evil goddess's domain at this moment. I don't know. The cliffs do not seem familiar to me, and I have grown up my life in 10 towns, and there is no such structures similar as this. I know you felt the pull, same as I. We are in another area. I don't know where. And I do believe the Frostmaiden has sunk her claws in.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? I'm just kidding.
Wow, this wasn't about Lathander.
Yeah, I know. I
Completely
started
zoned
to
you
like
out.
phase out, and then I was like, wait a minute. She seems right. This is a strange world that we may have been sent to.
There's a lot of mountain.
Should we head in or head out?
In. Why not? We're already here.
They just warn us to be awares.
Well, I'm not.
Shh.
You gonna try to
not,
climb up?
Yeah.
Seems like a good way to sneak up on something.
We should leave the dogs here.
Yeah. We can come back for them.
All right.
Hopefully they're still here.
Leave them some rations.
All right, it's steeply angled up. So if you're gonna, whoever's gonna just, you're gonna try to climb. I need you to roll a athletics check for me.
I will head up first and then use my rope and pitons to try to make it so that everybody else has an easier time.
Okay.
Great. That's awesome.
You get about 10 feet up to the point where you can see where it looks like it is an opening at the top, and you slip and you go to grab onto something, but your hand hits something squishy and kind of gross. And you recoil just enough, a little bit, that you slide and you fall down. Filbert, make a dexterity saving throw.
God.
As he comes tumbling down the shaft and trying for you to get out of the way. Yeah. Filbert is able to kind of just,
14.
he pancakes up against the wall as you come down with a loud boom and land on your back. Luckily, though, the snow that you've been staying on that night is soft enough that you don't take any damage.
Well, guess I'll try again. Dust myself off and be
The
like,
larger they are, the harder they fall.
let me try this one more time.
Do it again. Do it again.
That's much better. 20.
Aww.
Yeah, so you're able to kind of go up. As you're going up, by the way, it becomes very clear that there is excrement, but also awful, and that this has been used as a kind of just things have been dumped down this hole.
I don't know what I thought. Kind of like a garbage chute. Poop chute. So once I get up to the top, I'll kind of peek my head up and try to take a look around before getting out.
As you take a look over the edge, you see two white reptilian heads with green, bright eyes staring at you. Having heard you climb up the hole, you hear this out of their heads. And since Tara's got to leave early tonight, we'll pick it up from there. Next time.
Nice.
Oh,
Cool.
it would be 2 weeks too. Aw.
Yeah. I know. I was gonna be like, oh, can we skip tonight? And then John reminded me that we're gonna not play next week, and I was like, okay. It's my monthly meeting, and it's so early, and then I'm like super tired for the meeting, and then I have to work all day, and tomorrow's commission close.
All
So
good. This
Yeah.
is quite a cliffhanger.
yes. Is that a fucking dragon?
You just noticed it.
No, it's going to be 2 dragons. You said 2 heads lifted up, right?
I did.
Well, at least we got it for us.
TPK.
Well,
TPK.
I'm guessing they can't be very old dragons if 2 heads lifted up in whatever
Yeah.
room that he's in. So,
Let's
but
go.
dragons are dragons.
Their breath alone will kill us.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
positive.
I'm a goblin. Everything kills me.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Mickey.
You're very welcome. Sorry that it was so
Everyone have
frustrating
a-
for your Discord tonight.
I have no idea what was going on today, but now that we're finished, it seems to be working fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have lived that life. I am well aware.
I'll
How
try and
much
make it a
X-
habit of just rebooting my router before we start on Tuesdays. I think that might help.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
How
a
much-
pain.
Yeah, I tend to try to reboot everything basically before game. I mean, I don't generally have to reboot my routers ever. They're pretty solid.